Hey mamas! If you're looking to give birth unmedicated and you still want your experience to be as pain-free as possible, keep watching. My name is Christian. I'm a certified birth doula, aromatherapist, herbalist, and founder of Wombman Doula Care here in sunny California. And I'm going to share with you some of my favorite tips and tricks on how to deal with those labor pains unmedicated that I like to share with all of my woman mamas. If you want to learn about all things pregnancy, birth, aromatherapy, and herbs, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell to be notified of all of my newest videos. Now, these tips that I'm going to share with you are based off of my research and my experience of being a birth doula. Every individual is different. So if you find something isn't comfortable for you or it isn't working out, just go ahead and switch to the next one. You can be mixing and matching during this whole process. So the first thing I want you to do is relax. A huge part of labor is mental. And once your mental is gone, your body is gone. So the first thing that you want to do is relax your mind, calm your mind, and your body is going to follow. My next tip is setting the mood and creating the environment. Instinctually, a woman's body is able to completely stop labor if she doesn't feel like the environment is safe for her or her baby. Most people, when they think of a hospital and labor, they associate that with sickness, trauma, death. And labor is actually the total opposite of that, and you want your environment to reflect that. So if you're giving birth inside of a hospital, there are several ways that you can make it less hospital-y. So bringing things like an oversized t-shirt, a robe, a pillow from home, a cover from home, speakers, a birth ball, your favorite essential oil, all of these things are really going to help create that environment and make you feel like you're in a more comfortable space. My next tip is aromatherapy. So the use of essential oils can actually help you physically and mentally during all stages of labor. A few of my favorite essential oils are clary sage, also known as Salvia sclarea. Those are really going to help with the contractions, making them more effective. Another essential oil that I like to use is eucalyptus, and more specifically, Eucalyptus globulus. So that's really going to help with that transition and pushing phase of labor. And lemon. I feel like a good citrus is always good to have with you because those are really going to be good for those longer parts of labor where you're really fatigued. And citrus, and especially lemon, those are my favorite pick-me-ups. And my next tip to cope with labor pains is vocalizations. Using your voice and allowing the energy from that contraction to leave your body is one of the best things that you can do in those times. Just think, when you prick yourself, you say ouch, and that exertion of energy comes out of you. It's the same thing with labor. So using vocalizations like moos, ahs, ohs is really going to help you in those tougher times of labor. So some vocalizations that some of my moms like to use during those times will be moans, hums, so moos, and even yes, saying yes during contractions mentally tells yourself like, yes, I'm submitting to this temporary pain. But vocalizations, period, is really going to help you in that time in labor. So when you use vocalization, it's really a great indication that you're breathing and baby is getting the oxygen that it needs. My next tip is rhythmic breathing. The use of rhythmic and breathing techniques is most effective when you master it beforehand. And when you feel like a surge is going to come, I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose. Focus on how every surge is bringing you closer and closer to your baby. And on the exhale, when you exhale out through your mouth, release all of that tension in your body. So out of your lips, your jaws, your shoulders, release that tension out of your whole body on that exhale. I like to encourage a lot of my moms to supercharge this technique and adding those essential oils like the Eucalyptus globulus or lemon. If you're loving this video so far, go ahead and press the thumbs up button and hit the little notification bell and stay tuned to the end of the video. I feel like you're really gonna like my topic for my next one. My next tip to cope with those labor pains is massage. A simple touch or massage has the ability to not only help you physically by redirecting that pain, but also mentally by conveying that message of comfort and support while you're laboring. Some of my clients like light touch, some like firm touches. So it's really up to you to really discover what feels best to you. I like to use a simple crisscross massage with all my moms. This really helps redirecting the pressure, and it can help remind them to release that tension in an area because that's the area that carries the most tension. My next tip in dealing with labor pains is getting active. So walking around, taking advantage of the different labor positions and changing those labor positions, that movement is using gravity and really helping to engage your baby's head inside of your pelvis, creating the most optimal position for birth. I find that some mamas like to be upright. They find that being the most comfortable position. But other moms like to be on their knees, leaning against their birth ball, or if their partner's there, they like to take advantage of the slow dance. So it's really up to you, and you're gonna remember that you're gonna be switching up these positions throughout your whole labor. So don't get stuck on one position unless you're comfortable in that position for every stage. So getting up and being active, taking advantage of those labor positions can reduce the possibility of fetal distress while also increasing your confidence and being in control of your birthing space. My next tip to coping with labor pains is music and affirmations. Utilizing music during labor has been shown to increase your oxytocin and also beta endorphins that really helps with pain management and getting labor to move along. So I always have my woman mamas create a playlist, and I've seen a mix from affirmations to old schools to R&B. So it's really your preference, and I've seen music make a huge difference. So make that playlist. My next tip is hydrotherapy. If hydrotherapy is an option for you, I definitely recommend you taking advantage of it. So whether you're sitting inside of the shower, on a chair, and having the water run on your back, to being in a full-on tub, I feel like, and I've seen in my experience, that really help with coping with the labor pains. But I also have to let you know that you have to be mindful about your pace and where you're at in labor. Because if you submerge yourself in water and you're in the earlier stages of labor, it can actually make your labor too long because it'll relax your body too much. So if you're wanting your labor to keep going and moving fast, I sort of would avoid this, but it all depends on you. So if you know your labor is moving fast and you're right at that point to begin to push, using water and taking advantage of hydrotherapy can be very beneficial for you. You just have to time it correctly. So mama, I always want you to keep it in the back of your mind that you're able to do this. You're able to get through labor. Your body was created for this. And each surge is bringing you closer and closer to your little bundle of joy. So I hope that you loved all these tips that I was able to share with you. In the comments below, go ahead and give me some of your tips that work for you, and maybe some moms that are looking for those comfort measures, you can help them out as well. Thank you guys.